Hello students, I have a new topic for you, that is selection. What is the meaning of selection and its process we are going to discuss. Meaning of selection. Selection is the process of identifying and choosing the best person out of number of prospective candidates. Actually, selection is the process. In this process, the organization going to identify and choose the perfectly fit person who is the right person for the right job from a number of candidates, from a number of alternatives, which means so many of them will apply for the job. Organization will filter. Finally, the organization will choose who is perfectly fit for the job. So organization will conduct so many tests like intelligence test, trade test, and for personality test, medical tests. So like this, so many tests will be conducted. So with the help of this all tests, so many number of alternative people will be eliminated, and with the help of the test, organization will identify who is best fit for the job. Let's discuss about the process of selection. Before going to discuss about process of selection, I wanted to remember you about process of planning and process of organizing and process of staffing. You know what's the process of planning? Setting an objective, developing premises, identifying alternative course of action, and evaluating alternative course of action, selecting an alternative, implementing the plan, and following up an action. It's the process of planning. And process of organizing is identification and division of work, department decision, assigning of duties, establishing reporting relationships. Only 4 steps in process of organizing. And process of staffing is estimating manpower requirement, recruitment, selection, placement and orientation, training and development, performance appraisal, promotion and career planning, compensation. Process of planning, organizing, staffing. In this staffing chapter, we are having another one process called selection process. What is the selection process? Let's discuss about selection process. Process of selection. Preliminary screening. Preliminary screening, it's the first exam, first test. If you are taking UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, or SSC, Staff Selection Commission, else if you are taking TNPSC also nowadays, else IPBS, whatever the exams you take, they are conducting preliminary screening exam. Preliminary screening exam is very useful to identify whoever have the qualification. For them, it's the first test. And selection test. Selection test, so many tests will be conducted, like interest test, trade test, personality test, and aptitude test. Like this, so many tests will be conducted in selection test. And employment interview, it's the face-to-face interview, direct interview, and reference and background checks. Now process of selection. Preliminary screening, selection test, employment interview, reference and background checks, and selection decision, medical examination, job offer, and contract of employment. So these 8 steps are the process of selection. One by one we are going to discuss in detail. First one is preliminary screening. What is the meaning of preliminary screening? Preliminary, it's the first stage. Preliminary screening helps the manager to eliminate unqualified or unfit job seekers. Unqualified or unfit job seekers based on the information supplied in the application forms. So, the organization is scrutinizing all the applications. Then they are conducting preliminary selection test, preliminary screening test, or preliminary selection test. With the help of that, the organization is filtering, is eliminating who is unfit for the job. Actually, they did not have the qualification to apply for these jobs, but they applied for this job now. With the help of this preliminary screening, the manager will eliminate whoever is unfit for the job. Preliminary interviews helps to reject the misfit for reasons which did not appear in the application form. What organization is expecting from the applicant? If applicant doesn't have that proper qualification, that application will be rejected by an organization with the help of that preliminary screening easily. So preliminary screening is very helpful to reject the people whoever doesn't have qualification, whoever doesn't have proper qualification to fit for the job. Selection test. So many tests are there. So many tests. So here I list out 5 steps. Important steps used for selection of employees. First one is intelligence test. How intelligent you are. It is intellectual quotient test, like psychological test, IQ test, isn't it? That is intelligence test. And second one is aptitude test. Aptitude test will be conducted to know about the people, how faster you can adapt for the new technology. And personality test, how personality you are, external appearances and internal behaviors also. And trait test, about your subject knowledge, how much you are strong in your subject, we can test with the help of this trait test. And interest test, how interest you are to catch the job, how much eager you are to get the job, that is interest test. Whether it is your ambition or you are having so many alternative jobs, it is one among that. The organization can come to know with the help of this interest test. Third process of selection is employment interview. Interview is a formal. It is a formal, in-depth conversation conducted to evaluate the applicant's suitability for the job. The role of the interviewer is to seek information and that of the interviewee is to provide the same. Though, in present times, the interviewee also seeks information from interviewer. So it's the face-to-face interview, direct interview. So it is the face-to-face interview and direct interview. In this direct interview, the interviewer who is conducting interview, they are interviewer. Interviewer is expecting answer for the question. Usually that interviewer is conducting interview, the people will come for the interview, they are called as interviewee. So they are attending the interview and interviewer is asking the question with him. The role of the interviewer is to seek information and that of the interviewee is to provide the same. Though in present times the interviewee also seeks information from interviewer. See, the role of an interviewer, who is conducting interview. So the role of an interviewer is to seek information. So he will raise a question, he will ask the question, isn't it? So it's a conversation between interviewer and interviewee. So in that, interviewer, one who is conducting interview, he is asking question to check his knowledge. Interviewee is the applicant and one who wanted to get the job in that organization, they are interviewee. So this interviewee is responsible to give the proper answer to the interviewer. In recent scenario, the present times, the interviewee also seeks information from interviewer. Reference and background checks. It's the fourth process of selection. Many employers request name, address and telephone numbers. Name, address and telephone numbers of references for the purpose of verifying information and gaining additional information on an applicant. Previous employers, known persons, teachers, university professors can act as references. After selected a candidate, organization wanted to know more about that particular selected candidate. For that, organization is requested to give name, telephone number, address. For what purpose organization requests this all? Because organizations wanted to know more and more information about that selected candidate. So organization will inquire about the selected candidates with previous employers and well-known persons, teacher and university professors. After selected the candidate, organization will call and check with the teacher and university professors and previous employers and well-known person. The final decision has to be made from among the candidates who passed the test, interviews and reference checks. So in an organization, they will conduct so many tests like interest test, psychological test, intellectual content test, aptitude test, personality test. So after passed out this, all the tests and interviews, even face-to-face direct interviews and all the interviews, and after check their references, after filter so many candidates, very few candidates only will be there in this organization. In the final stage, the view of the concerned manager is generally considered. Why they are giving importance for the manager here? Because manager is the one and only person who is responsible for the performance of the employee, isn't it? So the view of the concerned manager will be generally considered in the final selection, because he or she, who is the manager, who is responsible for the performance of the new employee. The new employee's performance we don't know, but organization will raise the question only with manager, isn't it? So they are finally responsible. So selection decisions point of view, they are giving most importance for manager. Sixth process of selection is medical examination. After the selection decision and before the job offer is made, the candidate is required to undergo a medical fitness test. The job offer is given to the candidate being declared fit after the medical examination. So after he proved he is fit for the job, with the help of that medical examination only, job offer will be given by the organization to the particular candidate who selected favor for the organization. Medical examination is one of the most important. So after the selection decision, previous steps we discussed. So after selection decision by the manager and before the job offer, before going to offer the job to the particular candidate who selected to the job, the candidate is required to undergo a medical fitness test. So medical fitness test is very important. They are having permanent disease or not? Will they take leave often in an organization? So if they are in the post, if they are appointed in very important post but they are taking leave frequently, means organizations will not be happy. Then again they have to conduct some recruitment procedures, isn't it? So the job offer is given to the employee, given to the candidate being declared fit after the medical examination. If he or she, one who is a candidate, after come across the interview and selection procedures, even that selection decision, finally they are going to offer the job. Between selection decision and job offer, one more test is there. The test name is medical examination. So in this medical examination, they should prove their health condition. That is most important. Job offer. It is the seventh step in the selection process. Job offer. The next step in the selection process is job offer to those applicants who have passed all the previous hurdles. So many hurdles, you know that. From preliminary test, then selection test, after selection test, face-to-face interviews. In selection test, so many tests they come across. Interest test, trade test, isn't it, aptitude test, like this, so many tests they come across. And after face-to-face interviews, selection decision, then after selection decisions made by the manager, organization have conducted medical examination. One who passed in this all the tests, including medical examination, for them they are going to offer the job, which is the letter. Job offer is made by a letter of an appointment, confirm his acceptance. So before going to appointed to the job, a letter will be given by an organization to the candidate, one who is going to appointed to the job. Such a letter generally contains a date by which the appointee must report on duty. Look, so before the date of joining, that letter will be given by the organization to the selected candidate. On the date, on particular time, punctuality he should maintain. Such a letter generally contains a date by which the appointee must report on duty. In that letter, it is mentioned very clearly in what date that selected candidate should be appointed in an organization and where he joined his duty, isn't it? At the same time, punctuality is very important. On right time, he should be there. the appointee must be given responsible time for the reporting. So in that offer letter it is mentioned very clearly, morning 9:30 he should be presented in Palani Akshaya branch. Means he should be presented over there before 9:30 morning, isn't it? The offer letter, everything will be mentioned very clearly, how many years they are going to work in an organization, whether it is contractual basis or permanent basis, and what is their salary, what is their working hours, what are the rules and regulations should be followed by the candidate in an organization, and everything will be mentioned in offer letter. The last step in the process of selection is contract of employment. Contract of employment. After the job offer has been made and candidate accept the offer, organization offer the job, candidate accept the job, certain documents need to be executed by the employer and the candidate. Certain documents should be executed by the employer and the candidate. Some documents should be submitted by the employer to the candidate, and some documents should be submitted by the candidate to the employer. One such document is the attestation form. It is an attestation form, self-attestation form it is. The form contains certain vital details about the candidate. So about his age, sex, marital status, and where he is living at present, residential status, and his blood group, and his passion, experiences, and qualifications, everything will be included in the form. That form should be filled by the candidate, and after filled it, that should be signed by the candidate, and after signed it, he should hand over, he should submit the document to the employer. This is very useful document for the future reference. It will be very useful for the organization. This form contains vital details about the candidate which are authenticated and attested by him or her. Attestation form will be a valid record for the future reference. There is also a need for preparing a contract of employment. It is very much essential for preparing contract. So how many years it is. And the basic information that should be included in a written contract of employment will vary according to the level of the job. According to the level of the job, the written contract will vary. So how many years it is, and duties, responsibilities, date when continuous employment starts, and the basis for calculating services, rates of pay, allowances, hour of work, leave rule, sickness, and grievance procedure, disciplinary procedure, work rule, termination of employment. So this all is included in the letter which was given by the employer to the candidate, isn't it? Isn't it? And next one, job offer. Job offer. The next step in the selection process is job offer.